The most dangerous drug in the world is not a pill or an injection. It is not a drug. It enters your bank account very silently on the first of every month. It is called monthly salary or salary. Look at yourself. This fixed amount of money has made you forget your own dreams. You are trapped in an invisible shackle. Every morning you wake up, you run to sell your life to a system that you hate in your heart. Why? Because the system designed you this way. You think you are safe. You're actually breathing in a comfortable cage. They give you just enough to get you back to work tomorrow morning, but never enough to get you free from this rat race forever. You've stepped into a perfect trap and you don't even know it. If you leave this video now, you'll be stuck in that cage for the rest of your life. Are you ready to face the truth behind this financial matrix? Science tells us that the human brain is always seeking security by avoiding uncertainty. And it is precisely this psychology that the modern corporate system has hacked. Imagine a rat trapped in a laboratory. If it is given a small amount of food every day at a certain time, then at some point it stops trying to find food or escape from its cage on its own. It just waits. It becomes completely dependent on the kindness of its owner. Your monthly salary is just like that rat's food. It is not just some paper note or digital number. It is a precise, calculated dose of dopamine pushed into your brain. When your bank balance approaches zero at the end of the month, your subconscious mind creates an extreme sense of panic. Then, on the first, when your phone receives a message, "Your account has been credited," your brain gets a temporary relief. This relief is the first step of modern slavery. You have surrendered to this dopamine cycle. In ancient times, slaves were shackled with heavy iron chains. At least they knew they were subjugated. They had the fire of rebellion within them. But in today's financial matrix, those iron chains have been replaced by your payslip. These chains are invisible, so you think you are free. This is the most perfect brainwashing in history. Every day, every hour that you spend sitting in the office is actually the most valuable asset in your life, biological time. You are selling your life at a very cheap price. In return, the system is giving you a certain amount, which completely kills all your ambition, anger, and the instinct to build your own empire. You don't rebel, you don't question, because you have been addicted to that 30-day dopamine rush. You have become a mechanical puppet to maintain someone else's empire. But this psychological trap of salary is not only controlling your brain. Behind it is an even more terrifying mathematical calculation. There is a cruel formula for how much money the system will pay you, and knowing that calculation will make you sleepless nights. Do you know what the most secret and cruel mathematical equation in the corporate world is? Your salary is never proportional to your actual qualifications. It is a perfectly measured survival ration. The system pays you exactly that much, the amount that you will be forced to return to your desk tomorrow morning without quitting your job. Not a penny more. Look at your financial cycle for the last few years with a cool head. What exactly do you have left at the end of the month? Rent, transportation costs, utility bills, and the bare minimum of food. After meeting these basics, the balance sheet comes back close to zero. This is no accident. This is a very well-planned architecture of the financial matrix. They have designed your daily routine in such a way as if the fear of a zero bank balance is always breathing down your neck, because they know the day you have 6 months of backup funds, you will stop being a slave to their system. They will never give you so much money with which you can buy your own freedom or sovereignty. And the biggest illusion of all is annual increment or promotion. After a 5 or 10% salary increase a year, you think you are improving in life. You are living in a fool's paradise. The monster called invisible taxes or inflation is silently swallowing the purchasing power of your extra money. This increment is not really an achievement. It is a carrot left by the system to keep you running in this rat race for another 365 days. You are running on a treadmill. The speed is increasing, you're sweating, you're getting younger. But you are not moving an inch forward. You are just a piece of data trapped in the algorithm created by the system. But this fixed salary cycle is not only emptying your bank account. This illusion of a safe life is killing forever a primal force within you, without which no human being can ever be free. The next trap is much more deadly than this poverty. The history of mankind is a history of survival, struggle, and conquering the unknown. Humans' biological imperative is to take risks. But the modern system has cold-bloodedly murdered this primal power within you. The name of this assassination is the assassination of risk. When you know that a certain amount of money will come to your account at the end of the month, then your brain's risk-taking ability becomes completely paralyzed. Comfort zone is the biggest graveyard of human talent, and your fixed salary is the epitaph of that graveyard. Do the math. You are selling your sovereignty or absolute freedom, and in return, you are buying guaranteed mediocrity or a guaranteed ordinary life from the system. Your school or university did not teach you to build your own empire. They taught you to fit into the system created by others as an obedient and unquestioning slave. The system has made you understand that taking risks means destruction. But the mathematical truth is, selling your youth and time to this fixed salary system is the biggest sacrifice. You're afraid to make decisions because you're completely dependent on that 30-day dopamine rush. You've stopped taking risks, but the system doesn't stop there. They've built an invisible structure around your safe salary that forces you to reinforce your own cage. The biggest tragedy of your life is that you yourself strengthen the shackles of this slavery. The system does not stop by relying only on a fixed salary. They put a final trap around your neck, the invisible architecture of debt. As soon as your salary increases even slightly, a false ego or pride is born in your mind. And that's when the system throws at you its most deadly psychological weapon: credit cards, personal loans, and EMIs. By buying a car, an expensive flat, or the latest phone, you are not buying status or respect. You are actually mortgaging your sovereignty or freedom for the next 10 or 20 years to the corporate bank. This is called lifestyle inflation. Every loan you take, every EMI you pay, adds a new iron rod to your invisible cage. You are just making your cage more expensive and shiny, but the cage remains a cage for life. The bank gives you loans based on the guarantee of your fixed salary, because they know that for the next 10 years you will not dare to leave your job due to this salary slavery. You will silently digest any insult from the boss, because at the end of the month you have to pay the EMI. This debt burden makes you spineless forever. You become the most obedient of the financial matrix. You become a feared and trusted asset. All your vitality, your life is now being used only to pay the bank's interest. You are physically alive, but the free man inside you has died long ago. After what you have seen so far, it is natural for you to feel angry with this financial system or corporate structure. You may feel that this system has stolen your youth and time in exchange for a certain amount of money. This anger is 100% justified. But be careful. Don't throw your resignation letter in the face of your boss tomorrow morning out of emotion, or don't suddenly stop paying EMIs. Instead, learn to use the system for your own benefit from now on. Use that monthly salary of yours as your salvation fund from today. The real power is not in any job outside. The real power is within you. Improve your skills silently. Start building the foundation of your empire from behind. The system is designed in such a way that you are asleep forever. But the fact that you have watched this video for so long means that you have woken up. Now tell me, what is your first calculated move going to be?